Hello, my name is Gwen Abbott, and this is my organizational change plan for Roller King Skating Center for LDRS 441. The purpose of this change plan is to improve the culture of our workplace, to help reduce turnover, and also help to empower our employees. We recognize that there is a need for a shift in management style, and that we need to support employees that demonstrate leadership qualities by placing them in positions that support the necessary training and cross-training opportunities that our employees need. Over the last 8 years, I've been fortunate enough to work with a young lady that's in the top right picture there. She has helped me brainstorm and start to implement some of the changes that are outlined in this video. We are also wanting to improve the framework for our training program and also evaluations and recognition program. And then we need to implement these programs in our work environment so that they foster continuous improvement and also promote teamwork. The project objectives for this change plan first start with introducing concepts of servant leadership to our currently established top-down structure. That includes being open to employee contribution and input and on policies and procedures regarding what is working and what is not. Number two, we need to fine-tune the framework for our training and cross-training program to increase our employees' ability to make effective decisions and also achieve a high level of job proficiency. We also need to continue to implement our evaluation program that will support rather than be a vehicle for punitive feedback. And then finally, a recognition program that will encourage our employees to perform at the best of their ability. Thirdly, we need to introduce team building activities to develop a work environment that encourages each of our employees to work effectively within the team and then also support each other in an inclusive manner. Some of the change plan elements regarding the culture of our business through opening communications between management and the staff. Again, encouraging input and feedback. The employees will gain a sense of personal connection with the company and also purpose in their work. Another change plan element would be the process for training, evaluation, and recognition. Improving these processes are key elements to building a better relationship between management and our staff. Finally, position and roles. It's important that we allow our employees that have demonstrated leadership abilities to support the necessary training and cross-training needs of the business. The rationale for this change plan, the drivers for change include high turnover rates, low employee motivation and their feeling of a lack of purpose, and also potential loss in business due to poor customer service. Risks for this change process. This time of year we're very busy, so time available to allot to develop and process these changes is limited. Also, management and owners perceive differences in the value assigned to the needed change and how to achieve those needed changes can differ. And then also distrust from the employees due to prior lack of workplace structure. With regards to key stakeholder analysis, some of the potential concerns that owners and management may have would be, again, time available to allot to process the changes that are needed, the differences in the value assigned to each change and how to achieve that change, and then time and resources that could be wasted if this plan is unsuccessful. The potential benefits perceived could be lower turnover rates and lower training costs if the program is successful. Also, better customer satisfaction and service provided, and also better a relationship between management and employees. With regards to employees, some of their concerns could be low expectation of follow through because it's been a weakness in the past. There also could be a perceived element of favoritism if someone was passed over for an opportunity to train as a leader, and also lack of self-confidence regarding contributing input. Some of the benefits the employees may perceive would be, again, potential opportunities for leadership opportunities, better communication between management and employees, and also the opportunity to enjoy work more. With respect to the assessment of readiness to change, we have a mid to high level of strategy in place that management is aware of and also committed to that will help facilitate the changes that we need to improve our workplace environment. Also, our employees seem to be open to new training opportunities, and they seem really excited about the prospect of increased team building activities. Additionally, the negative aspect of turnover and lack of employee motivation seems to be a real driving point for the owner's willingness to explore the prescribed changes to improve our workplace culture and then also the overall satisfaction of management and staff. Some of the change messages that need to be conveyed would be there will be a lower turnover rate, also training costs if this program is successful, better customer satisfaction and service provided, and a better relationship between management and employees. The employees will also be required to be accountable to participate in this change, and management will also be required to be accountable in participating in this change process. The change elements required for this organizational change plan are first to redefine the roles of employees, to continue to train key employees with leadership abilities to help implement a mentorship program for new employees. Also to continue to administer evaluations and encourage employees to self-evaluate and also set SMART goals in between evaluation periods. We also need to continue to develop the buddy system, which will have minimal impact on scheduling and training costs, and may actually reduce the need to hire additional staff if it's successful, because it'll improve retention and the employees will be more proficient at their job duties. We will also need to schedule regular team building activities to increase unity and morale within our center. And then lastly, we will need to schedule regular meetings, which will require more labor hours but are necessary in order to keep the lines of communication open and to encourage input and contribution from our employees. The increased frequency will require more labor hours. However, the frequency of these meetings, I feel, will ultimately reduce training costs in the long run. The first action in my change plan would be to continue to implement the mentorship program to help support new hires and also employees demonstrating weak job performance. And it will require the participation of management and employees. It needs to be an ongoing action, and the performance measurement for this would be preset as specified in our evaluation program. The next action would be to continue to hold regular employee meetings. This will help to keep the lines of communication open between management and staff. Will also help to encourage employees to contribute input regarding questions, concerns, and recommendations that they may have that would benefit the operation of the center. Again, this would require the participation of management and employees. And it needs to be an ongoing action, which would be monthly. In order to gauge the performance of this action, we would need to survey our employees anonymously to gauge their perception of the success and satisfaction as a result of the discussions during the monthly meetings. The next action would be to continue evaluations to measure growth and encourage goal setting. This again would require the participation of management and employees, and this needs to be a quarterly action. This also will be a preset measurement as specified in our evaluation program. The last action in the change plan would be to schedule regular team building activities to help increase unity and morale within our center. This will also require the participation of management and employees, and this needs to be a monthly action. In order to gauge the performance of this action, we will need to consult employees regularly to measure their satisfaction with the team building activities, to see what impact they are having on their workplace relationships and also their morale. The last component of my plan that I'd like to share with you is consolidation and evaluation. To begin with consolidation, the main organizational barrier that we have would be the perception by our owners and management regarding the differences in value assigned to the needed changes and how we go about achieving those changes. The next component would be integrating a servant leadership approach to our already existing top-down management structure, which would allow employees to share input regarding their perception on how our policies and programs are working, how we can improve as leaders to lead them, and what we can do to help resolve operational issues. This will also help to reshape our center's current culture, which will improve communication between our staff, management, and owners. The last aspect of a consolidation would be regarding evaluations and team building. Evaluation and team building opportunities will also improve employee confidence, help them to perform their jobs at the best of their ability, and allow the center to operate more efficiently while providing our customers with improved customer service and improving the center's morale. Under evaluation, change plan will be evaluated by measuring its impact on our turnover rates, employee surveys, and customer satisfaction. Additionally, the success of the change management strategies will be measured by the ease or difficulties in executing them and their impact on the culture and morale of our workplace. Evaluation outcomes of the change plan will be shared with our staff during regular employee meetings so that they have an idea of how successful or unsuccessful the plan is operating. And the last aspect of evaluation, the change plan strategy evaluation outcomes will be determined to be examined to determine their successes and failures. Key components, success and failures should be looked at to determine if lessons learned would benefit other aspects of our business. This concludes my presentation. I appreciate you watching, and thank you very much.